Our wedding vows were interrupted by a video that ended everything. I stood at the threshold of the grand hall, my locket's delicate weight resting against my collarbone. A surprise gift from Daniel, my fiancé, discovered just moments before I left the bridal room. Inside, 2 photos. One from our first date, where we laughed over melting ice cream, and another from our engagement, his eyes alight with promise. His note read, "For courage, always." It was a testament to our journey, a silent vow that today would mark the beginning of forever. Beside me stood Emily, my maid of honor and confidant since childhood. We'd navigated life's rough waters together, shared secrets under starry skies, dreamt of weddings, and pledged to stand by each other when the day came. Her presence was my anchor, her smile a reassurance that everything would be okay. As the ceremony commenced, the room brimmed with warmth and anticipation. Family and friends, faces alight with joy, bore witness to our union. My father, a pillar of strength, stood proudly in the front row. My brother, ever the protector, gave me a subtle nod, a silent promise of support. The officiant's voice resonated. "If anyone has reason why these two should not be joined." A hushed chuckle rippled through the guests, not believing anyone would dare say anything. But then, the unexpected. The soft hum of the projector came to life, drawing all eyes to the screen behind us. The slideshow of our cherished memories abruptly shifted. Grainy footage filled the space, a dimly lit room, 2 figures entwined in a passionate embrace. Disbelief knotted my stomach as clarity dawned. Daniel, Emily. The timestamp betrayed its freshness. A mere fortnight ago. Gasps echoed, a cacophony of shock and murmured disbelief. The air grew thick with tension. My father's face darkened, a storm brewing behind his eyes. With deliberate strides, he approached Daniel and said, "How dare you?" His voice, though low, carried the weight of his fury. Before Daniel could muster a response, my father's fist connected with his jaw, a resounding crack that punctuated the betrayal. Daniel staggered, clutching his face, while Emily stood frozen, her face now ghostly. Tears welled, blurring the periphery, but at the center was a figure I hadn't anticipated. Michael, my ex. He stood calmly, a remote in hand, his expression devoid of satisfaction, only a somber acknowledgement. Our breakup had been amicable, paths diverging as we sought different horizons. Yet, here he was, unveiling a truth I was oblivious to. Our eyes met, and in his gaze, I found no malice, only a silent apology. The locket's chain felt like a noose. I unclasped it, letting it fall onto the altar, a relic of a love now tainted. Without a word, I turned, the weight of betrayal pressing heavily upon me. The grand doors loomed ahead, and with each step, I distanced myself from the shattered illusions, stepping into an uncertain, yet unburdened future.